Welcome to the channel Get Rich. Today we are going to look into the market status of different markets. We are going to look into current market state of Indian market, US market, and also we are going to talk about cryptocurrencies, how it is doing now. So let's get started. So if you're talking about the market, we are not feeling good because every markets, lot of stock markets, lot of markets are falling huge percentages. Even indexes are falling 20, 25, 30 percentages. So we are entering a bear market. A lot of people are talking about a possible recession. Already several companies, a lot of companies are announcing layoffs. So different companies are talking about, different people are talking about how the economy is going into recession in the coming months. So let's talk about all that. So first, let's start with Nifty 50. So if you look at the Nifty 50, Nifty 50 had an all-time high 1 year ago of about 18,500. Currently, Nifty 50 fell down to 15,700. So it's 16% drop from its all-time high. But if you look into the pre-COVID times, before COVID, it was trading around 12,000 and it even fell to 8,000, and then currently it's trading around 15,700. But if you look into the pre-COVID levels, we are still trading at a higher levels. But if you look at the all-time highs, then it fell 16% from the all-time high. If you look into the Nifty 50 P ratio, so in the COVID times, the earnings were falling off. So the P ratio was quite high because of the lower earnings. But then now, if you look into the P of Nifty 50, then it's currently trading around somewhere around 19 P. So that's below median P. So it recently went below the median P. So the median P around 20 to 21 of Nifty 50. Currently it's trading at around 19 P. So that's historically it's going below median. So now it's the time. So what should we do now? Is it the time now to buy more stocks? So usually whenever the market is falling, it's best to average down. But then also either you buy passive funds or index Nifty 50, you buy the direct index, or you go and buy your stocks which you like. So that now it's a good time to average them or dollar cost average the falling markets. But some people say, okay, don't catch a falling knife. But then if you feel the price is at a good valuation, and if you feel it's a good deal, you should go and buy periodically at a dollar cost averaging. Don't put all at once. So try to buy when it, even if it goes down, you buy a fixed amount every month or every fixed interval. And even if it's going up, you can average down. If you feel you get a good deal, then you go ahead and buy that particular stock. So then if you look into the Nifty IT, so it fell about 30% IT index, greater than the larger Nifty index. So that fell around 16%. So Nifty IT fell around 30%. But then if you look at the run it had in the previous years, it's after COVID, the IT stocks are flying high. So now it's feeling the pain. It's coming down 30%, Nifty IT index. And then if you look into the Nifty Bank, so it's down about 20% from the all-time highs. And then if you look into the Nifty Financial Services, so it's also falling down. So it's currently it's around 21% down from its all-time high. And then if you look at the Nifty Pharma, so the pharma sector, it also fell about 18 to 19%. And then if you look into the FMCG, so because if people are talking about recession, the possible recession coming into the months, so then in that case usually FMCG sector is a conservative or a defensive sector. So if you look into the FMCG sector, it's down about 10%, so less than Nifty 50. That's what expected. And then if you look into some stocks like HDFC AMC from Indian market, it fell around 50% now. So the stock is very cheap compared to its potential opportunities in the future in the sector they have. So personally, I'm a very good believer of HDFC AMC, and I am adding them when it's falling down. So I keep averaging this stock and I keep buying when if it falls down, I buy more. So this is a pretty good company to average down. So that's not my financial advice, that's my personal opinion. So you have to do a due diligence, so you can find the stocks which you like at these kind of markets. You better go and buy now. Maybe if you started buying HDFC around, for example, 2500, 2800, then after you buy it went down to 2400, 2200, 2000, and even now it's at 1800. So yeah, you feel the pain because it's a falling market, and people say don't catch a falling knife. But for me, if I feel the valuation is right, I keep averaging down. That's my personal strategy, because I could not predict the exact bottom, or I could not predict the exact top. So I do dollar cost average. If it keeps falling down, I keeps buying more. So every month, if you have a disposable savings to put into the market, so every month, if it falling down, okay, you buy more. Yeah, if you are buying at the right price, yeah, that should be fine. So these are the times that will help you to make a bigger earnings, because these are the times you can buy a ridiculously cheap stock at a very good valuation, so at a very excellent company at a very cheap price. So this is the time to yeah, look into companies. This is the time to get active and look into different companies, which are the companies which are really good. I'm also going to do some videos in the future coming days about the lot of potential companies, small cap, mid cap, and large cap stocks, which are good buys in the times. I'm going to do that in the coming days. So then, if you look into the US market, so right now we look into Indian market. So it was the bigger Nifty 50 was falling around 16%. IT index was falling around 13%. Let's compare to that in US market. If you look into the US market, so the S&P 500, which is like a bigger index, so that's fell around 18%. That's yeah, somewhat in the range of Nifty. So Nifty 50 is still overperforming S&P 500. So S&P 500 is falling around 18%. If you look into the IT index of US, so Nasdaq 100 or top 100 tech stocks, so then it fell around 27%. Nifty IT was falling around 30%. So that's also somewhere in line. 27% US market and 29% Indian market. So everywhere it's the tech stocks are falling hard. And if you look into the smaller cap companies in USA, the Russell 2000, so then in that case they fell around 29% in that particular index. So then, right now we look into the US market. So I also look into cryptocurrencies. If you saw my videos, I am also a big believer of blockchain technologies, and also I have some of my allocation of my portfolio in cryptocurrencies. But then the cryptocurrencies was falling off a cliff in the recent days. So yeah, let's have a look at cryptocurrencies market. So the cryptocurrency market, it fell around 67% in the past few months. 67%, that's a lot. So it fell pretty hard. Even I didn't expect this much. To be honest, I didn't expect the cryptocurrency market falling off a cliff, because there are a lot of fear in the market, and then nobody wants to take risk in this kind of market. And cryptocurrencies is a very very risky asset class. So then everybody started dumping, and then cryptocurrency is falling, and then a lot of people are having margin in cryptocurrencies. So those who are over leveraged, since the price was going steeply down, and then they will get a margin call, and they have to liquidate their position, and then that will trigger prices to go lower, and then that again triggers a margin call of another person, and so on. So it's like a domino effect because of leveraged positions. And then yeah, the cryptocurrency market fell off a cliff. It's around 67%. So what I'm doing now, so I never sold any of my cryptocurrencies. Of course I took some profit on the way up, but then I did not sell most of my positions, because yeah, I had a target in mind, but then I was wrong. I had a higher expectations, and then yeah, I could not perfectly time the top, because nobody knows where the top is, nobody knows where the bottom is. All we can do is average down, yeah, buy when we feel it's a very good valuation, and so on. So yeah, to be honest, I didn't expect this to come, but then yeah, I have to digest what's happening in the market, and then I have to do what's best for our portfolio. So then if I look into the current market, I personally feel cryptocurrency markets are a huge value buy now. Yeah, I could not say, of course we could not have a higher allocation to cryptocurrencies because it's a very very risky asset. But then if you have some portfolio, some money left here and there, and then if you want to put a tiny bit of allocation to this particular market, yeah, that's also good. But then you have to understand the risk. It is highly risky, and some people even call it gambling. But I think yeah, this market is going to do well in the coming decades. But then please limit your allocation because you have higher risk. So then if you look into the Bitcoin, so Bitcoin is the single biggest cryptocurrency. So it fell around 68%. So currently it was trading somewhere around 21,000. It even fell to 18,000, 17,000. So for me it's a pretty good deal to average down to. Yeah, we can buy few amounts here. If it even falls to 15, 16,000, you can buy also at that price. Don't put everything at once. That's my that's my strategy, and that's my personal opinion. So if you have another strategy, yeah, that's good. But for me, yeah, averaging down works pretty good because I could not perfectly time the top, I could not perfectly time the bottom, because I was trying for the past two cycles of cryptocurrencies to time the top and bottom, but it's pretty difficult. People say it follows the cycles and so on, but then every times it's very difficult to time the market. So it's always good to average down and average up, average down, and even taking profits, you can do something like that. So that's a good strategy according to me. And then if you look at the Ethereum, so Ethereum fell from about $4,800 to about $1,200, so it even fell to 880. So currently it's sitting around $1,200. It fell about 73%, 74%. So Ethereum is the second biggest cryptocurrencies and have a lot of potential because a lot of applications are running on top of Ethereum. So I also a big believer of Ethereum, so I also have Ethereum in my portfolio. So if it falls down more, I'm thinking of averaging down also in this particular currency. And also if you look at the next one, which is the Cardano, which is also having pretty good potential in the coming years. So they're also continuously doing a lot of developments. It fell around 83% in the recent months. So it's hard because I was holding my Cardanos all the way down from $3 to almost $0.5. I am still holding. I haven't sold anything at all. I'm planning to buy more, average down my prices. But still I'm in a profit because I bought way before. But still, a lot of my profits are vanished. But then it's okay. It's all paper loss. I believe it will come back again. It's still we have to give time for the market. And then if you look into the last one, which is Chainlink, Chainlink is an Oracle based solution, so they're also a pretty good project. They are doing a lot of integrations with different projects. They are also doing pretty good developments and deals and so on. So it fell around 86% in the recent months. So I feel this currency is also having good potential, even though it haven't done much in the recent years or recent months, but I think it has a very good potential. So I'm also going to average down these, and also I am going to average down a few other currencies, cryptocurrencies like Sandbox or Decentraland. It's like a metaverse phase. And then the other currencies like Elrond or Theta, and also Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, Polkadot. So these are the currencies I am thinking to average down on my positions. And also I am buying some positions in US market. As I mentioned in my previous video, I'm also buying PayPal. I'm also buying Etsy. I'm also buying even Amazon, Shopify. So all these Netflix, all these companies are trading at a cheaper valuation, Facebook and so on. So you are having a lot of opportunities in the market. Please use this opportunity in a a pretty good way. I know it pains to have our portfolio bleeding, so all our profits are vanishing and we are going down and down every single month. But then don't lose hope. So this is the time to get active in the market, to spend more time in the market, and then understand and then make use of, if you have money on the sidelines, it's great. You can put money now every month, or even if you have a smaller savings every month, it's a good time to start. Or even if you have an existing portfolio, it is on the pretty downside, it's okay. You can still you are not at loss if you don't sell now, because if you have a loss and it's a paper loss, and when it comes back up, it's going to, if you call it pretty good companies and if you believe in them and their valuations, I think it's a pretty good time. So please make use of these opportunities if you find them. Also in Indian market, for example, HDFC AMC, Nippon India, yeah, there are like a lot of companies in Indian market. I'm going to do a video in the coming days. So that's all the market status. It's yeah, it's painful, but then I believe even in the coming months, if it gets worse, please utilize these opportunities, and then you will be doing fine in the next 2 3 5 years. So always have a long term overview, and don't put your short term requirements of your money in these kind of assets. So these are all long term potential. So you have to look into long term, at least 5 years time frame, 5 to 10 years. So yeah, if you're having that time horizon, you should not worry about the volatility what is happening now. So that's all for today, and if you like this video, please like, share and comment, and if you want me to analyze any other companies, please let me know in the comment section. And if you like free email newsletter, please subscribe in the link below. So thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye bye.